Okay, last video we made an animated menu for Bob's Barbecue. We did some slideshows, we did some simple animations of images and text, we did some buttons for advancing the menu, advancing the slideshow. We saw how we could click on words or text and advance to a specific image. Now we're going to add some video and audio. First thing I'm going to do is add a video. Remember, most of these interactive windows are through Window, Interactive. There was your animation, buttons, and forms. There's other ones I'm not going to use today. What I'm going to use now is Media, and it pops up this little Media window here, and I can add media to my menu. Quickest way to do that is down here. It looks like a little film reel, and I can click on that and search for my media. Mine's on my desktop, in my Bob's Barbecue folder, in my links folder. I have all my images, sound file, and a video file. So I can grab that MP4. It's some guy doing some barbecue here, and I'm going to open that. Then it'll let me place that somewhere out here. I could just place it out in the middle of nowhere, which I'm going to do. You could also create a TV screen or something, or some shape to put this in, or even another image background to place this over to make it more like a player or a TV screen or something. I'm going to just place it right here. And there we go. Take a second for that to install there. And then we have a couple choices up here. I can preview the video up here. I can play it on page load. I can make it loop so it keeps playing over and over. I can make the poster or the image that shows up here on the page before it plays. I can make it from a specific frame. Actually, I'm not going to make it play on play load, so I'm going to select the image that I wanted to be on the cover in the video. I think I'll go for that one. Looks good. From current frame. And for controllers, I could do skin overall, and skin over play. If I just want to have the play button, skin over play mute. There's all kinds of choices here. I'm going to say skin over all, and I'm going to let it show the controller on rollover. I could add some specific navigation points within here, which I'm not going to do. And there we go. Then I can save it and preview it here. I'm going to preview it in the Swift preview mode. Let's see if this guy works. May have to press play down here for this to work in the preview mode. And then when I put my cursor over there, I start playing, I'll bring up the controls. Pause it, stop it, fast forward. Lower the volume. There, now your video's included. I'm going to pause that there. Now this video embedded here will work on the preview, and it should work on my Swift preview if I preview it in the Flash player that most computers have, a default Flash player. Sometimes it has a problem showing in Safari if you try to preview in Safari, unless you actually publish it to a website or something. But it will still be embedded in there. Okay, let me close that. Let's add a sound file. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is come back here to my media window. Click the add media icon down here. Go to my links folder, and there's a fireplace or fire sound, MP3 sound. I'm going to open that, and I want it to be on this page. I can place it on the page here, or I could click it and place it off the page, but it's still in the same area. So that sound file is right here, but it's not going to do anything unless I activate it. So what I can do is select a shape, an image, or text. In this shape, in this instance, I'm going to select the word sound, and I'm going to make that a button. So I'm going to go to my Windows, interactive buttons and forms, and I'm going to make that a button, and I'm going to say on roll, or I can say on click, it's going to activate the sound. I added an action for it to activate the sound. InDesign sensed that the fireplace sound was on that page. If there's other sounds, it would give me other choices. What option? I could say play. I could do a rollover effect on that. And I'm just going to add my drop shadow to that for the rollover effect. And I could do further actions for making it stop or pause or things like that. I'm just going to keep it the way it is for play. Let me preview this. Actually, I'm going to hold option click for that. Preview it as a Swift file preview. There's my video and there's my sound. If I click on that, I should be able to hear the fireplace sound. There we go, or the grill sound. Once again, I could add that to any file. I could add it to a button, an image, so I could use that creatively. So that's how you add your sound and your video. One other thing we could do is add some page transitions. By default, when we save this, it gives us a page curl transition. I could do some other transitions. Windows, interactive, page transitions. And there's all kinds of choices here. Box, lines, comb. Some of them are a little cheesy. So I'm just going to do the fade. And I'm going to say medium speed's fine. I could apply to all spreads or specific pages. I'm going to say all spreads. Right. I'm going to preview this. It's going to should save everything first as an InDesign file. Update that InDesign file. I can always come back and change that. But I'm also going to export it. This time I'm going to export it as a Flash Player Swift file, which will also save as an HTML file I can use in a website. Save. I'm going to replace my old one. Keep all these settings the same. And say OK. Let me take a second here. There's that animation I did in the other video. Remember, it has the page curl here by default. And now we should also have the fade in or fade out effect when I click these page advance buttons here. Pretty nice effect. My sound. This video may not work in Safari. Actually, it's not going to work good in Safari. It should work in other browsers. And there's my animations I did in the other video. So we have a fun little website, or interactive menu I should say, that you can include in a website or a kiosk. See these a lot in iPads at restaurants now. Alright.